is this?
What is that from? Is that from that thing you were holding? That grenade that you're playing with?
Yeah, it's gonna get. Oh, it's all in your pants, buddy.
Ooh. This
Oh, it's from this! Guys, this episode is brought to you by our Lord and Savior Grimble. Guys, this episode of Table Talk is brought to you by the fine folks at Squarespace. Build it beautiful is what they say on the paper if you want 10% off. You can use squarespace.com/nerd. Type in nerd in the coupon area. You can get your own domain for $8 a month if you sign up for a whole year. How about that?
It has a bunch of different tabs, so you can like have your page and then tab and then just have a tab where all
Wait a
you
minute.
do.
Can you have your page and eat it too?
On Squarespace you can.
Yeah! All right, let's get to this shit. Guys, this is a special episode of Table Talk because we're going to be talking about the Oscars, the 75th annual one.
I'm the only one clapping?
No, it's probably not right. Well, how many?
87th.
87th.
It is
Thank you,
87th?
Danny.
Yes.
Thank you.
How do you know that? Can you read
Because
Roman
Neil Patrick
numerals,
Harris
or-
sang it last night.
Oh, he did sing it.
He did
The
sing.
87th Oscars!
Let me ask people a question right now.
Yes.
Who actually gives a shit about the Oscars? Do you actually?
Last night was my Super Bowl, okay? I went
mean,
hard in
get
the
it.
paint. I
get
passed
it.
out at 10 p.m. I woke up in the middle of the night and I drank like a gallon of water.
There is something to be said about like how we worship celebrities as if they're like gods.
Well, we wish it. Same. She just said her Super Bowl. Same thing with Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's
Worship
worship.
Listen,
It's-
I'm aware it's an institution. I'm aware of the issues of like putting these people on pedestals.
Yeah.
But I'm adult now, so I like looking at these people who are so revered and seeing them as people, seeing them just be goofy in the audience, like
Yeah.
like seeing Meryl
Doesn't
and
it feel
J-Lo.
sort of fake
you
though?
know?
Well, yeah, of course.
I mean,
but
it's
here's
very-
the thing.
it's
here's
the
the thing.
movie industry.
Here's
I
who
know,
cares
and
about
I
the
know,
Oscars.
I know, and I love movies, but I just feel like maybe it's actors that make it fake.
Here's the thing. Here's who cares
Well,
about the
they're
Oscars.
they're
People who
supposed
know
to
to have
pretend for a living.
people who know how to have fun with it, like Danny, and then the people in that audience that are jerking each other off. We're talking about how great they are.
How much masturbating was happening in that audience?
So much. Tons of
How many
masturbation.
orgasms
Yes,
happened in
a
that
lot.
audience?
Like,
A
yes,
lot.
during the acceptance speeches, they can get really, really intense and earnest, and maybe that can be uncomfortable, but you have to understand these people have a platform
Yeah.
to talk about big issues. And they, you take it. Of course you
Exactly.
take
Well,
it.
that's the
See,
thing.
look, here's something that I talk about with Owen a lot, and because Owen and I are movie nerds and elitists and hipster idiots. But what we do is we'll talk about how actors, because like I'm an actor, I'd like to be an actor, and I realize how bullshit an actor thing is, and how being an actor is dumb and stupid. But it is hard work. But actors are idiots. Most actors are idiots in real life, and the last thing I want to do is listen to actors talk about things. Because like when you
But
watch
there's
the
not-
special features on
there's not-
DVDs, they're
yeah.
like, working with this director was the most incredible experience of my life. He's the greatest person I've ever worked with. It's all the most fake bullshit because no one's going to say he fucking smelled like piss and was an asshole. Because they're not going to say that on a DVD that Universal Pictures is going to release.
I enjoy a good commentary track that has some tidbits.
But see, I like a commentary track from like a Kevin Smith or like
Right.
a Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Yeah.
Like people that don't give a shit and
not-
like, will speak their mind.
But not every actor is like that. You know,
I know. It's a generalization.
I think most of life is like shopping at Ross. You're gonna comb through bullshit, and then you're gonna find a really great dress.
What I like is seeing how all these people that are professional performers that are on giant screens get so nervous when they
Yeah,
have to
and they're
announce it.
awkward and weird, and the whole thing's awkward.
It is. It is, but it's fun.
It's
and
a
every once in a
spectacle.
while you get something cool.
Yeah.
I haven't watched an Oscars show in years.
You didn't
It
watch
used to
last
be-
night?
No. So I was at a cafe where they were playing it, and I was talking to someone the entire time. And so every once in a while, I would glance over at the TV screen, and it was loud enough we could hear some stuff. Like I saw Lady Gaga's performance, and
You know,
everything's awesome.
my
and all
boyfriend
that.
asked me last night, I don't even know if I'm excited about the Oscars. And I said, I am, because there are some people nominated this year that won that I have been waiting to see get an Oscar for years. Patricia Arquette has been around.
Yeah.
Like her first movie was a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Yeah.
And
That's
Julianne,
cool.
Julianne
I can
Moore,
dig that.
I've been waiting for Julianne Moore. I really wanted Linklater to win Best Director.
Yes.
Because I love him so much, and I was just like, please, let's see him win Best
and
Director.
Boyhood was the best movie of it, yeah.
But I was stoked on Birdman because I saw that movie twice in theaters.
Love
I don't
Birdman.
do.
Yeah.
I love
I think
that
I'm going to
movie.
be the only dissenter on that movie. I did not
But-
like Birdman at all.
I liked it
I loved
because
it.
I feel like it's one of those movies where like you kind of, because there's all these like behind the curtain of Hollywood
Yeah.
movies, and there's all these like what it's like type
But
movies.
that
And
didn't
I
even feel like it to me.
Right, but it's not even. But I mean, what I'm saying is there's this genre of movies like that where it's like this is what actors are really like, and this is what directors are really like, and I feel like this is the first time that it kind of nails it.
And it did it in such a stylized way. The soundtrack with the jazz
drums,
improv
the jazz
drumming.
drums.
Oh my god!
The soundtrack was
I
cool.
related to Zach Galifianakis very much in that movie.
Yeah, I loved him.
Because I've certainly had like chaos happen and someone's just like, "Fix it," and a door slams, and I'm like,
What was his?
Yeah.
Didn't he say like Martin Scorsese or is here or something? He like totally screwed up Martin Scorsese's name. He's like he's gonna be in the audience. And then, but I love Michael Keaton.
I think
too,
Michael
so.
Keaton
I
was
was
great in that
very
movie.
bummed he didn't win.
I was very bummed that he didn't win. I thought the performances in that movie were very good. I liked elements of that movie. It made sense that it won a bunch of awards because the Oscars is all about Hollywood jerking itself off, and Birdman is all about jerking itself and Hollywood
But
off.
Birdman
And
also,
don't know,
it
but
makes
in a-
sense-
but
that to me, that's,
but in a
Birdman
way-
had a conversation that was like
but it wasn't
really
a
fantastic.
smart conversation.
But also-
here's my problem. With
Ooh,
Birdman,
that's an interesting
Birdman
theory.
Birdman is filled with things that are pet peeves for me. Like I hate a movie when somebody says a stupid line and then somebody comments that it's a stupid line and they pretend like that makes it okay. It's like no, that's still stupid.
Yeah.
Like when Ed Norton goes this long thing about love and Emma Stone's like, "I'm glad you're not a writer." That doesn't make the stupid bullshit he just said less stupid. It just shows that you know better and you didn't bother to make that line good.
Well, but
That's a
here's-
pet peeve of mine.
Something I want to
and I
comment
know it doesn't
about-
bother other people. It's a pet peeve of mine, which is why I didn't enjoy
That's
it. as much.
fine.
There's
That's
stuff
you.
at that.
But something I want to comment about what you said about it being like a stroke fest for Hollywood or whatever. I think in which way? In the production aspect or in the story?
I think the Birdman is about nothing other than itself. It's about nothing other than the Hollywood thing. It's not about some sort of. It's just like, oh, it's so hard to be an artist. Calm down. It's not. It's a movie. It's
No,
not
I
a
think
big
it
deal.
also touches on
It like the movie short circuits
it
and stuff
touches
because
on
it's ultimately
delusion.
yeah, but it's
in a
ultimately
way that I
about-
haven't seen in a behind the scenes kind of movie before, where they touched on the way like an actor can really convince themselves that they are superhuman.
Yeah, but it's also
Yes.
kind of about relevancy in the industry
Yeah.
too, and kind of like losing that aspect.
And feeling
'Cause, I mean,
relevant in your own. I mean, even if you're not in the entertainment
Just in
industry,
general,
just
yeah.
feeling
'Cause I
relevant
feel
is
like-
a human thing.
Right,
Yes.
and it's a fear for most people that they'll end up dying without creating some sort of impact or something, however
Right.
selfish
Yeah.
or sociopathic it may be. And in fact, I'd say most entertainers would like to maintain some sort of relevancy in the grand scheme of things.
most people
matter
would
of-
probably like
Most
to maintain
people,
maintain
but,
them.
but more so actors, I
Probably,
feel
yeah.
like.
It's a way to kind of skirt away from the fact that we're all mortal.
Right.
I think they have this idea that like if they built this kind of Marilyn Monroe type way where it's like she's gonna live forever, but
Right.
but not as Norma Jean.
No.
Two things that I think will put us all in a peaceful place. One, Ed Norton's first scene in that movie was amazing. When
Ed Norton
shows
is
up,
amazing
That
in that
scene
movie.
was amazing, and also I'm a big believer that I feel like you can be on the wavelength of a movie, and you could just not be. And so
Yeah.
even though it's something good and entertaining, it's not for some people. Birdman's not for me.
Right.
Just like
Which
I
is
didn't,
sad, though,
I
because
didn't like
I-
Guardians of the Galaxy either. You know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, I'm just not.
You have very particular tastes.
I don't know.
I
if
and
you
I,
feel
res-
maybe.
and I respect that
but I also
because
feel-
when you do like something, you know exactly why you like it.
Yeah.
But I feel kind of sad that like you don't want that you're not seeing it the way that that maybe was meant to it was meant to be. Because I feel like it should appeal to you. Because it's very much like look at how bullshit Hollywood and actors are.
Yeah, and I guess it's
Which
like
is
I'm
also
a part
great.
of that, and I don't need you to tell me about that because I'm there, so I
But
don't
you-
need it.
and
in
I
my
agree-
life.
and I
they
agree
do
with
have
that,
but
but-
then they peel back a lot of layers.
I
But
don't
not
know,
only
but
that,
it just
like
sucks
even if
for me.
and here's the thing about it really quick. I'm sorry, baby.
Ooh, we gotta get going.
Really quick though. the thing about those movies that kind of tell you things you already know is I feel like it's important because obviously we're film nerds. These are things we already know because we're film nerds. There's many things in this world that I know shit about because I don't know, you know, I don't do research into those things. The fact that a movie like this won Best Picture and is now getting out to a wider audience of people that may not have seen the movie in the first place and may not know these things about Hollywood in general is already kind of like a good teaching tool of like what Hollywood is actually really like and what these actors might actually be like. These people we worship.
Yes.
These people that we
That's a
love.
good point. That's
so
a good point.
Even though we know it, it's good that it's getting out there.
Because we know it, but there's probably a good amount of people who don't. know
Yes.
For me, the movies that knocked me on my ass this year were Boyhood and Whiplash. To me, those were the best movies. of the year
Whiplash
by
was
far.
I saw it the day
Whiplash was
before the Oscars.
So good.
Oh my god. Okay.
So Serena at Poughkeepsie 10 asked, "What was your favorite performance?" And I guess of the Oscars, the favorite performance. And
No,
these are all
famous-
Oscar
well,
themes.
from the Oscars,
Top.
Gaga was immaculate.
Gaga.
Did you?
I
Okay,
just
I'm
did the
alone
right-
here. I'm a female.
No, I liked Gaga. Hold on. I just
But
need to do my top
can we
line,
talk
and I
about
wanna do the line
how her performance of all the Sound of Music stuff was perfect?
I think that's one of the.
It was perfect.
As someone who's not I'm neutral on Lady Gaga. This is the first time I've gone, oh shit, she can sing.
Like
really,
and she
legitimately
didn't-
sing.
There was no there were no mistakes. Like
Yeah.
it's a live show.
Yeah.
And she sounded incredible.
No.
Oh my god.
She made the hills come alive with
Can-
the sound.
can
of
I-
But for the year, I think they're probably asking.
Can I tell you that the better performance, something I really appreciated was actually Julie Andrews right after that. She gave the least awkward speech of the whole night. Like that was she's a true professional.
I think they're probably nervous because if I was on stage in front of everyone
I'd be shitting my pants
that I
too.
like respect and love, like I would just lock eyes with Jack Nicholson and be like,
Do you feel like Julie Andrews and John Williams hooked up?
no.
I mean, I think
Julie
everybody
Andrews
in
has been
Hollywood
married for
hooked
like
up.
ever, and I'm assuming
Yeah,
that
but you know
she's-
how that shit works. They're backstage at some award show, and it's like, hell yeah, you got the Jaws theme in
making
there?
music.
Hell yeah, you came up with that shit. I did not recognize Lady Gaga, and like I said, I wasn't like fully watching the show. It was
Yep.
just on in this cafe I was in, so I look up and you could hear the Sound of Music. I'm like, that sounds beautiful. What's happening? And I look at this woman. I'm like, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah.
Would you guys have known it was Lady? Would you have known
Yeah.
it was Lady Gaga if they hadn't said, now it's Lady Gaga?
Well, I've been watching since Red Carpet, so I knew what she was wearing.
But I mean, let's say you didn't know what she was wearing, you didn't hear she was going to perform, and suddenly you looked at the TV and you saw this woman.
if I just
singing
heard the
Sound of
voice,
Music.
if I just heard,
If I
and
just
didn't-
heard the
and
voice, I
did-
wouldn't know. But
be
if I
like,
saw the
whoa.
face, she has distinctive.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't look like her to me for some reason.
No.
Maybe I'm just
Maybe it's
out
the
of touch
distance.
with
Well,
the
she's
pop
super
culture.
happy, and she's
Yeah.
very happy
But
right
she did
now. I'm
great.
enjoying that. We were commenting on her interviews. She's not as angry to the media anymore. She seems to be pretty.
She's out of her punk phase.
Well, she's getting married. She's in love. Woo, this
Listen,
is-
Way back. That was
hold on.
rough.
I loved. Speaking of love, the Everything Is Awesome performance.
That was
That was
really
really
fun.
fun.
That was
I love it
really
when I
fun.
found out
Fucking-
they were
when
gonna
they
have
fuck
Lonely
around.
Island and Taking and Sarah doing Everything's Awesome, I was
Yes.
like, yes.
I like it. I want them to fuck around more at the Oscars.
Yes.
And they don't really
They
do
should.
that enough. I
They
feel like
should.
the last time I feel like they did anything like this was when they did Blame Canada.
Oh, with Robin Williams.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
that was
which
great.
is great, and that's one of my favorite Oscar
I
moments.
wish
of
they
all
would do
time.
more fun stuff like that. Also,
Yeah. They take it too seriously. I feel
Yes.
like, which is
the
weird.
opening when Hugh Jackman hosted, the opening that he did, that opening number, Dan Harmon wrote.
No shit.
And it's really fun. That's the one where they're doing all the different movies, and then for the reader, it was a guy in a white suit that covers your whole face, you know, like Rain Man,
yeah.
and it's like the reader. No one has seen the reader. Like they didn't have
That's
anything to
funny.
say about it.
That's good. Yeah, I liked fucking Will Arnett and Batman's outfit.
Oh yeah,
too.
that
The-
was
Yeah.
great.
The Batman song,
Yeah.
which is great. Lonely Island rocking it up there.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was probably my favorite.
Yeah,
performance
I liked
of
all the
night.
crayon drawn things
Yep.
and like
Yeah.
the kid stuff.
Yep,
Good
yep, yep.
stuff. And then the Lego Oscars were cool.
Yes,
That was
Oh,
super
I
fun.
want
Do you
that
see
more than I want an
online?
actual Oscar.
I know.
Yeah.
Somebody photoshopped Leonardo DiCaprio building those Lego.
Oh, they'll never. It's over. For
It also
Leo.
it also took a little bit
love
of the sting out of Lego
Of
movie
Lego
not
being
being
snubbed?
not
I can't
nominated
believe
for
they
anything.
didn't get
I have
nominated.
to imagine it has to be because there's live action parts in that movie.
Yeah.
That there's some rule.
Maybe.
That
maybe.
movie, like, I remember hearing about it, and I was like, that's gonna be a piece of shit. A Lego movie.
I know, that's
And
all I
then
could think
I
of.
was like, it's gonna be so lame. And then it was like the funnest movie.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that the whole thing is like a marketing machine
Yes.
that sells you toys
Yep.
because it's written really well and
Yes.
funny and it has heart and thought was put
the
into
villain
it.
is like business.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We need more
The
well
kids,
thought out
kids
kids
movies
movies.
lately
Yes.
have been written really great.
Yes. I actually
Paranorman was one of my favorite like
Paranorman was
messages.
great. Anything Leica does is great.
Yeah.
I mean, Box Trolls is just okay, but
But like the message in Paranorman, which was like
Great
a couple of years
message.
ago,
Yeah.
was like when you get angry, you can forget who you are.
Also,
and it was
people
like,
die.
oh, yeah, that too.
Important message to kids out there.
Yeah.
Kids, people die. I don't know if you know this. Do a little Google
Everyone.
search.
Oh,
But
no.
Careful, turn safe search on because the images are.
Not something you need.
All right.
Don't tell kids to Google murder.
I said no. I didn't say murder. I said you
Death.
Google death to
Death.
learn about it. But
Don't
turn on
tell
safe
kids
search.
to
Just go to Wikipedia and type in death and see what
There
that
it
says.
is.
There you go. Because
There's probably pictures there too.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Don't Google
There's a lot of
that.
terrible
Careful
shit on the
about
internet.
Google.
Natalie Insanity asked, "What film was not nominated this year that you felt should have been?"
We
I think
just
we
did
just
Lego
talked
movie.
about.
Oh,
it.
also,
Lego movie, yeah.
people were talking a lot about Obvious Child. Jenny Slate should have been nominated for
I
Obvious Child.
don't know what that is.
Babadook. The
Oh,
lead
Babadook!
should have been.
Did that make it though?
None of it.
No, but I mean,
the-
like, did that release in time for it to potentially be?
I believe it
nominated?
did. I believe it did. And
Huh.
the mom in that should have been nominated. Not that she would have won.
Yeah.
Because she didn't. Play
But that was
somebody
like
with
Gone
ALS,
Girl
but-
level
yes.
female
I think
amazing acting.
Film
and
editing,
female
they should have had The Raid 2 in film editing. Did you guys see The Raid 2?
No, I haven't
No.
seen either of them, but I want
That's
to.
a great movie.
Yeah.
The action is unreal. The
Yeah.
editing should have been nominated for that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Babadook would have been great nominated. I don't know if I have like, when was the last time a horror movie was
Horror
nominated?
movies, comedies,
I
any
feel like-
genre picture is.
Under the Skin was
Under the-
nominated?
no, it
No,
should have
should
been.
have been.
Oh, it should have been. Something. Visuals, visual effects.
The man behind
sound
the camera
design?
suggests Under the Skin should
The
have
man
been
behind,
nominated.
yeah.
Scarlett Johansson should have been nominated for something because she had a great year this
She
year.
did.
did.
Her
She
was
had-
her. No, her was last.
Lucy,
year.
Her was last year.
Lucy should not have been nominated for anything.
No,
But
We'll
but
talk
but
about
she was
Lucy.
good in it. She was good in Under the Skin. She was great. Like it was a year of
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
And I'm bummed that.
I'm trying to think if there's any other, because I saw a lot of movies this year. If there was anything that I walked out of and was like, I can't believe that didn't get nominated. I can't think of any right now.
Yeah, I can't think of any either, other than Lego Movie. That stands out the
Yeah.
most to me.
Yeah,
Ooh,
definitely.
you know what? Could have been nominated for screenplay was The One You Love.
Didn't see it.
It was Mark Duplass and Elizabeth Moss. Yeah, Duplass and Moss. And
Duplass?
Dumas.
that was just like super. It was VOD released, and I won't say anything, but if you haven't seen it, it's got an incredible twist. It's like an incredible script that like I've never seen anything like that before.
What about what we do in the shadows? I should have gotten something. It was so good. I loved it so much.
Hilarious.
For what?
I don't know
For
everything.
what?
Best
It's
picture.
super fun.
Best everything.
They should have
best
like
comedy.
a best comedy category.
I
Just
love
to,
when
like,
he's in that window and he's like, "Look at me,"
Oh yeah.
and the guy
Yeah.
doesn't
And
do
he's,
anything.
like,
He's just
knocking
throwing
on it.
rocks.
Yeah.
Look
Look at
at me.
I mean, I don't think we talk about this movie enough. Like, if you
I
guys
love
haven't
it.
seen it, you have to see it.
You have to check it out.
Yeah.
You can't get
I-
the faces right.
Yeah, you can
Jermaine Clement is just one of those guys that his
I love
face,
him.
everything he
Yeah,
does, his face
everything.
just makes me laugh.
Leave me to do my dark bidding on the internet.
I think my favorite part. Jesus, we could just go on and on.
No.
It doesn't
I
matter.
know,
It's a
we
great
can
movie.
talk
Just
about
watch it. All right, pull it.
All
Pull
right.
a topic, would you?
Yeah. Okay.
Also, we have a handy
Yeah,
list
we
of
should
everything
read the list.
We could do a little
for the
rundown
kids.
at the
Okay.
end.
This is from Carver
Let's run down
Bain.
for the kids.
Carver Bain is how long until there is a best online short category?
I mean, they already have best short,
But
like
online,
online.
short.
but why?
I wonder if that's going to be included in the Academy Awards. You know,
mean-
Something online.
if they consider it. I mean, it's weird because people watch the internet the same way they watch stuff on TV,
Yeah.
and I watch a lot of movies on VOD.
Right.
So I think people are getting comfortable with like allowing a movie to be something that they experience on the computer.
This is something that I feel like would be a very hot button issue amongst like new media.
A bunch of
and
old, crusty ass
media.
white dudes are like, no.
I mean, I just feel like if you had, it would be a very interesting panel if you had a panel of like old media and new media all together and kind of talked about it. I mean, there are definitely people in the new media world that would argue that like, why not? But I mean, new media kind of has its own award show thing too,
Yeah.
so that's fine. But I mean, I feel like
there
the
are
amount of
some
work
online
that
shorts that
goes-
are beautiful though.
there are, but the amount of work
Don
that goes
Hertzfeldt
into
deserves all the Oscars.
But Don Hertzfeldt isn't just online.
He's
Yeah,
also
he did it.
animated.
Yeah.
He's done his stuff on film for years. But I feel like the entertainment industry, the amount of work that goes into making a motion picture or even like a short film is unprecedented. Like the amount of people, man hours, the amount of money, all of that. I mean, not that you need money to make something amazing, and it
Yeah.
helps obviously, but I feel like like work aspects and crew aspects alone
Yeah.
maybe
I think
trump it.
It might be something where I don't know if it would get its own category, but maybe they would open up the realms of what best short is considered.
Right.
If it's something that is it just stuff that went through festivals? Is it stuff that was online and got a lot of buzz?
Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah.
that might be something where
Yeah, if
'cause,
there's
I mean,
like a viral video category,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kill myself.
they're giving Golden Globes to
wanna be
to
part of
people
that
who
shit.
like do Netflix shows, so why wouldn't they expand?
That's
The
true.
Academy Awards, I think, is changing their traditions has got to be a long
it's gotta be
process.
it's like
It's like
yeah.
pulling teeth with those
It's
people.
like
have to
Arthur
make
Dent going down into the catacombs to find the thing that said his house is going to be bulldozed.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I think I guess maybe if someday like
I don't
theaters
get that
aren't a thing.
Well,
I got
the
that.
galaxy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like maybe when theaters are not a thing or something, because they
hope
like to
so,
they like to make
no.
hurdles to make it more challenging.
Yeah.
And so like if your movie you have to run in theaters for
Yeah.
like at least a week
Yeah.
in February.
they need
or
to
something.
figure out that it doesn't have to be no theaters or yes. You can have both.
I
Yeah.
just
You
don't
can
think
have
like
both.
honestly the Oscars is for the film industry.
Yeah.
Maybe someday there will be a televised digital awards ceremony, and that will be its own thing. But in the Oscars, maybe it doesn't belong.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take a little while. We're only. I mean, when I started working here 4 years ago, talking to somebody and saying I worked on a YouTube channel was like people would laugh it off.
Even now, people laugh
but
at it.
now it's different.
I talk to like
it's
relatives.
pretty different
and
with me now.
Like they like I have like aunts and uncles that are like, so what are you doing these days? You in movies now? And I'm like, not yet, but I do these internet shows and not TV or anything though, huh? I'm like,
Yeah.
what is that
well,
supposed
you're
to mean?
talking to old people.
I know, but it's like I mean, not all of them are that old.
Yeah. I think it's just a matter
Steve
of
went
like
to a
the
dark
mind.
place right there in the back of his mind. You could see it.
Ow! Memories hurt. DJ, pull a damn
I will
topic,
pull a
will
damn
you?
topic.
Like I want to launch.
Launch
I want
it.
to launch.
Launch
Go
it.
for
I
it.
just
Let
threw
me
mine to the
launch
side. I'm
it.
done with launching. I've already got the high score.
You
in
guys
here.
ready
I
for
don't
some
even keep count.
whip-
How many have you
Whiplash?
gotten? How many have you gotten?
Three, I
Three?
think. Fuck.
I
Oh,
really
four.
fucked up mine.
Four. I've hit it four
Oh,
times.
shit. You hit the mic. Does that count for something?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
I thought. I don't know.
I was just looking right there.
Eric Donald at Eric Ventures asks,
That's two first names.
what would be your reaction to John Travolta
Travolta.
touching your face?
Yeah, because he creepily touched.
Yeah, it was such a funny bit. I like that they.
Oh, that was so weird, right?
And
It was
he's
so
coming
weird.
and he's like,
What's wrong with him?
Yeah,
Kudos to her for like keeping a straight face. 'Cause
I
I'd
know.
be
yeah,
like,
the whole time.
Ugh.
What's happening?
Was that some weird Scientology spell he put on her?
He
or
put on her,
something? What happened?
probably.
What happened?
Probably.
Did you do some
she's like,
Xenu
Battlefield
tricks?
Earth is the best.
Yeah.
She did a really good job presenting
I
her
love
work,
Hyde from that 70s
Considering
show.
she had to deal with adult Zim. I liked Neil Patrick Harris' joke about that too. That Benedict Cumberbatch is also the sound you hear if John Travolta is trying to pronounce Ben Affleck.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good bit.
I don't know, man.
How would I
it's
react? I'd be
interesting.
flattered. I love John Travolta. I think he's great.
You got to
He's
lean
a
into that a
weirdo,
little
but
bit,
I would
right?
be into it.
Yeah, when it's going
As
on.
long as the touching remain only on camera.
One time I got a hug from Martin Short. Martin Short
What?
hugged me. Yeah,
That's
pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
and I'll
pretty
never
amazing.
forget it. He was in the
Lars.
Jiminy Glick outfit too, which made it even better.
That's amazing. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
so that
Fuck,
changed
that's
my life.
great.
So if I ever got touched by John Travolta, I'd be like,
Touched.
why
by
wasn't John
you.
Travolta in Short Circuit?
There's a question somebody would ask.
Short Circuit?
All right,
He
last
wasn't.
one.
Batteries
huh?
not included.
No, he wasn't. Stop it. I love Batteries Not Included, though. Josh Mabry asks, who would you like to see host the Oscars next?
Oh, I think Steve has a good one for this.
I do have a good one. I was thinking about this, actually, earlier. I would love to see Eric Andre host the Oscars.
Oh, that'd be
Could
chaos.
you imagine that?
Be the best.
Oh, I mean, William Haynes. There. Yeah, I want to see Eric Andre do it so bad.
That would be great.
Just because I want, like, I mean, just have a little
You
fun,
know what?
guys.
Yeah.
I want
Calm
Stanley Tucci to host the motherfucking
Stanley
Oscars.
Tucci would be
That'd be
great.
cool.
Tucci Mane would do such a good
What
job.
about Mandy Patinkin? Let's have Mandy Patinkin.
I feel like he
host
would
the
rant.
Oscars.
He would go on a rant.
Yeah, he would.
They'd be like, you gotta shave your beard, and he'd be like, I'll never.
You think
I
they
will
would like?
never do
Wait,
that.
has anyone with a beard ever hosted the Oscars? Yes, Billy Crystals.
Billy Crystal's beard is probably weak as fuck.
Billy's Crystals.
Billy's Crystals beer.
I want to open a shop called Billy's Crystals.
Yeah.
And just,
So crystals, so those made
yeah,
crystals.
and it's just a Billy
And then you have to.
Like a ring shop?
How do you?
a ring shop. No, it's just
So,
crystals.
like to heal you, but to heal you have to touch your face like John Travolta.
Oh,
Like
gross.
amethyst and rose quartz?
Yeah, exactly. All crystals. Would you shop there, Matt Lieberman?
I'd shop
Bill-
at Billy's
Billy's
Crystals.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd get some nice soothing lavender crystals.
You look so much like Paul Reiser to me right now.
He really
Come on, show the
does.
Paul Reiser. to
Get in there in
everybody.
that face,
Paul Reiser.
and then let's get a whiplash.
Have you ever gotten that? Have you ever?
I've gotten Paul
You got
Reiser
Paul
a
Reiser?
lot of times.
Yeah, you got, especially in Aliens.
I'm
Can we
mad
pull up
about
a clip from
you.
Paul Reiser from
I'm
Aliens.
mad about you.
I hate that. Get out of here with that shit. Who do you want to see? Who do you want to see host the Oscars?
She said Stanley Tucci.
I said Tucci.
Tucci. What
I
about
don't
you,
know,
Deej?
man. You be Eric Andre. How do you top that?
You can't.
I'm gonna.
What about Christian Slater?
Christian Slater would be perfect.
How
Christian
awkward
Slater
and weird would that be?
Fantastic. Let's have Robert Downey Jr. host
Let's
it.
have Michael Keaton
Robert
as
Downey
Beetlejuice
Jr. would
host
do a
the-
great job.
Yeah, let's have Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice.
As Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Host
hell
the
yeah.
Oscars.
Michael.
Nice fucking model. I want to see him do it.
Oh my
I was just talking. I
God.
forgot who I was talking to about that. But when, nice fucking model might have been the first time I heard the F word when I was a kid.
Yeah.
From Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Who was I talking
Wasn't
to?
that movie PG? No. You can't
It
have
is
an F word.
PG,
You can't
yeah.
have F word in a PG
Maybe
Well,
movie.
the
one.
PG meant a lot of things in the 80s.
in the 80s.
Didn't Spielberg change PG into PG-13?
Yeah,
or
but
he created
Beetlejuice
PG-13
was
or
after
some
that,
shit?
right? Oh,
Yeah,
all
it
right.
was.
Okay. I don't know. All
right.
right. Let me. How
more?
about this? Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi.
Oh,
or
wow.
That'd be great.
Brett. That would be fun.
Yeah, Jermaine and Brett.
Jermaine and Brett would be cool.
Yeah.
Taika
And
would
then,
be
and
cool,
it could be
too.
it could be directed by Taika. He could be the director of the
Wow.
Oscars.
I want Brett.
Did Jack Black host yet? He hosted the
Ooh.
MTV Movie Awards.
You know what I just
Cool.
watched?
Why
Because when
isn't
he came out during the intro song and did a really great.
Speaking of Linklater, I just watched Bernie. That was a really
Bernie's
good
great.
movie.
I like
Bernie's
Bernie.
so
I didn't
good.
realize
McConaughey's weird in that.
Yeah, it's so
How
good.
do you think? What do you think of McConaughey in that? He's weird, right?
It's weird. I like, but he's the only one that stands out of the people that are seated in the interviews. They're like, oh,
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
an amazing actor.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, one more. Pull it out, Danny. Will you?
do it. This might be the
Pull it
last
out.
one.
Wait,
Is
I'm
this the last
sorry.
one?
It's a long one, isn't it?
That's okay. It'll make the kids happy.
From
like the
legendary Hillary,
Yes.
if you could
The?
do. The.
The legendary Hillary.
It's Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
She watches our shit.
Thank you, Hillary.
If you could do something shocking and memorable at the Oscars, what would you do?
Steve.
You gonna whip your dick out?
I don't know.
You'll whip your dick out.
Sneaky nuts.
No.
No, I would never
Sneaky
do that.
nuts.
That's like sexual harassment.
That's
isn't
Bowman
it? Or
shit.
that's like.
Bowman pulled sneaky nuts at a holiday party.
Oh yeah, Bowman. We won't talk about sneaky nuts.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about it. I don't want to get into it.
Shocking and memorable?
I don't know. What are some of the most shocking and memorable moments at the Oscars?
Well, okay, there was like when Adrian Brody won unexpectedly, and then he laid a big old kiss on.
It was like the pianist or something. Or?
Yeah, he went with the pianist, and he kissed Halle Berry. Like he grabbed her and like blah, 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 blah. And then
Was she not into that, or she was into?
she
it?
was like, but you could tell she was like, "Fuck you, fool."
Yeah.
But Roberto Benigni won Best Actor, and he climbed
I
over
remember
the
that.
seats. There was when Marlon Brando won, and the Indian girl came up to accept for him, and she kind of was like he didn't go to the Oscars, and he won Best Actor, and she went up.
Why
and
didn't he go?
He sent her in lieu of him. Like he was very he had a lot of soapbox stuff.
Weird.
Yeah, and then there was a streaker. Remember the streaker?
I don't remember the streaker.
In the 70s, a guy ran out on stage butt ass naked.
I saw
and ran
something
off.
on Reddit about a camera crew of like student filmmakers that like
1988.
Yeah, they rented tuxedos and they broke into the Oscars and were like
That's
interviewing
cool.
celebrities.
I love
and
that
stuff.
shit.
I was just thinking about the time Sacha Baron Cohen fucked with Eminem at the MTV Movie
yeah,
Awards, and then
yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen would be an interesting person to have host the Oscars. 'cause
holy shit.
There's no way it could
I
go.
miss Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah,
he,
where
had-
is he?
he had the makings of like a new Andy Kaufman.
No.
Which would
He
have
was
been like
fearless. He's
he
still
was
fearless.
He's still
I wonder what's
fearless.
going on with him.
I don't know. The Dictator wasn't that great,
I liked The Dictator.
It was fun.
Famously,
It was
I
fun.
get made fun of for liking it as much as I did.
but it's just not like not.
I mean,
Borat.
I just miss movies like that.
Yeah.
They take a chance and do some weird shit in
Yeah.
comedy.
No.
A moment. I mean, and now we're just talking about weird Oscar moments. But what about Trey Parker and Matt Stone going
Yeah.
going to the Oscars on acid
And dressed as Gwyneth Paltrow.
and Jennifer Lopez?
Jennifer
Lopez.
Lopez.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be like going to Disneyland and pulling that stuff, except there's cameras on you everywhere.
I
All
just don't
over
know
the
why
place.
you would ever do something like that
Yeah.
because all eyes are on you,
Yeah.
essentially, especially when you're wearing women's dresses.
That's the other thing that happens a lot
But
at the
those guys,
Oscars
I mean-
is the camera will like hit right as somebody's like doing what
Yeah.
people do, like bumping into people or something, and it's like, why? Oh,
I just
man.
if I was somehow in the audience for the Oscars, I would like definitely take the opportunity to ham it up somehow.
Yeah.
How about this? If you got an award for the Oscars, you go up and you do what's his? Oh fuck! My mind's blanking. The top 5 curse words you can't say on TV.
Oh yeah, George Carlin.
George Carlin's
Yeah.
like you just do that routine as
Yeah.
your
Or-
speech and see how people freak out.
You go up, you say thank you, and you go, fuck it, dog. Life's a risk.
Yeah. Or I could just go up and go, fuck Scientology. do it. What if that happened at the Oscars?
And then
what if
you'd
someone
be
said
dead.
that?
And then
And
all
then
of a sudden
you'd
there's
be
like a
dead.
million laser pointers. Like,
Yeah.
Do you think they could kill you right after that? Because then everybody would know it's because
You know
of the
what would
Scientology
happen?
comment.
I would just or whoever did it would instantly wake up in the like Matrix weird water pod things, like, and then pull the fucking thing out of the back of the head.
What's happening? What would be great is if you got to
You said
announce
the magic phrase.
is
right?
if you got to announce the award with John Travolta or
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And it's like the Kanye George Bush doesn't care about black people. Like, by the way, Scientology is bullshit. And you?
Oh man.
And then
I
he
mean,
goes,
yeah.
Come back to life, crystals.
And he would just open his mouth, and then this big, weird orchestral sound would come out. Yeah. And then the whole building would crumble, and like alien hands would come down, and like,
Oh man.
and he'd be like lifted up off the ground by tentacles. What have we done? All right. Well, okay,
let's run this list real quick.
All right, I'm sorry. This is the longest table talk ever. Owen, who's editing this?
I'm editing
All right,
this.
so you don't care. So you don't care.
I don't care. It's fine.
Here we go. A quick
Yes.
rundown of the winners at the Oscars. I feel like I fucked that up for you because my
No,
paper was
no.
in the way.
no, I had it.
All right, super quick run through. Best Picture, Birdman. We already talked about it.
Yes.
Best Actress, Julianne Moore from Still Alice.
Finally.
Didn't see Still
good for
Alice.
Julianne Moore, but she just won again. Both the best actor and actress. Like, oh, good, you portray. Basically, it's the Oscars doing their version of the Ice Bucket Challenge. Oh, you portrayed somebody with ALS. Cool, you get an award.
Yeah, well, sure.
But Julianne Moore has been owed an Oscar for years.
I
Yeah,
love her
probably.
performance in Boogie Nights.
But what's her
What's that
face?
line?
Magnolia?
What's that line?
Magnolia?
Oh, in Magnolia.
Don't you fucking
Yeah.
lady me.
You cock. Or what did she say? Something other one's oh. Yeah,
But
that's great.
what's her face from Gone Girl? I wanted her to win.
Yeah.
Rosamund Pike.
Rosamund
Oh,
Pike.
yeah.
She was so good in that.
All
movie.
right, best actor Eddie Redmayne
been Michael
from The
Keaton.
Theory of
Should have
Everything.
been fucking Keaton.
I don't know, man. Did you guys see Theory of Everything?
No.
You guys both didn't see it?
No.
No.
Okay, see it because I fucking love Keaton and I love Birdman. I mean, Redmayne needed it. You watch that movie and you forget you're watching an actor that doesn't have Lou Gehrig's disease. You're looking at Stephen Hawking acting in a movie. Like your brain
Does
just
Stephen Hawking
gets
have
it.
Lou Gehrig's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, again, Oscars Ice Bucket Challenge.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna
that's
disagree
fine.
with you.
It's fine.
I'm not
That's
gonna
fine. We
disagree
didn't
with
see
you.
it.
But
we
I
didn't
mean-
see it. You
but
saw
it
it,
is-
and you're saying it was
it is-
worth it. So
It is
I
a
just-
little harder to do than just be like, I'm sad.
But here's the thing. The Theory of Everything wasn't particularly a great movie.
Yeah.
It's just that the performances were fucking phenomenal.
Gotcha.
Just the performance of Eddie Redmayne, amazing.
Gotcha.
Okay, directing, Alejandro G. Inarritu.
should have been like louder in my opinion.
I loved Birdman,
Inarritu.
but I wanted Linklater to win.
But also, flip
I
side,
didn't see
Inarritu.
Boyhood, and I heard it was just one of those like, it's artsy fartsy Hollywood shit.
No, it's so good. You're seeing
It's
a life
special.
unfold.
No other movie has ever been
It's
made like that
beautiful,
before.
but
I
anyway.
heard that foreign films have done that and been completely ignored
No,
and snubbed.
no.
There's
no.
a documentary
It's
that was done.
There's a documentary that did
That's
that.
the 10.
The closest,
the Deca-
other than that,
the Decalogues?
Yes, the other
Yeah.
thing that's closest is Richard Linklater's Before series. How you
But I
keep
mean, like,
covering-
okay,
cut
so,
stuff
Yeah,
again
yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
okay, figuratively, so as someone who did not see Boyhood, let's take away the it's never been done before, people aged on camera thing. Is it still a good story that
beautiful.
deserves a
It's
big
not
Best
about the
Director?
story. Like
Because
a lot of
Linklater,
Linklater movies, it's not about
he
the
does
story.
slice
It's about
of life.
Yes, it's
He's
about
able to
seeing
capture
experience.
life in a way that doesn't feel like you're watching a movie.
And I'm surprised you like it because I hear a lot of like girls can't relate to the main character and they're like they disconnect.
I can
themselves
relate
from
to
the story.
his family changes over throughout the movie a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like having a stepdad and moving and having like parents getting married and divorced multiple times in your
Because-
childhood. Like I've dealt with that and I could relate very much
It's
to
in
it.
and it's as much as the mom's story.
Oh yeah,
Her
that's why
part of the
Arquette
story ends a
won,
lot
'cause
sadder.
You watch her go from being this like young mom to like just taking her kids through their childhood and like her trying to be strong and making mistakes and like growing and.
All right, well, I mean, I'll watch it if my screener still works. It's a digital one. It's not.
Oh,
really-
gotcha.
Anyway, yeah, let's see if that DVD still works. Best supporting actor, J.K. Simmons in Whiplash.
Yes.
Deserved, absolutely.
Yes.
Great.
That movie is
Agreed.
fantastic. If you haven't seen it yet,
Court's
please.
adjourned.
It took one of my favorite people in Hollywood that I would immediately just go up and hug to now be somebody like, oh, you're terrifying me.
I saw J.K. Simmons and was in his presence,
Mm-hmm.
and I was with people who had seen Whiplash already, and I hadn't seen Whiplash, and they're like, "I'm terrified of
Yes.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
I can't be in the same room with him, and I feel bad that I didn't get to experience
It's
that
that
fear
fear,
of
yeah.
him." Yeah,
I'd
And
still have to
also-
go say hey to him. because I love him so much.
Yeah, he's great. Okay, animated feature, Big Hero 6.
Should have been Lego movie.
It should have been Lego Movie.
But it
I didn't
wasn't.
see How to Train Your Dragon 2, but I heard
That
it
won
should
the
have been
Golden
that.
Globe.
No.
Yeah.
Man, people love that movie. I
Big
don't
Hero
know.
6 was great. I enjoyed
Oh
it.
God, Sam, you scared the shit out of me.
You're scaring us, Sam.
All right.
Adapted screenplay, Graham Moore for The Imitation Game.
I haven't seen Imitation Game.
What
Yeah.
is the matter with you?
I haven't seen it either.
Is there a matter with you?
I have a life.
Best
I
adapted
go outside,
screenplay?
motherfucker.
Is that a best adapted or best original?
Adapted.
A best adapted should have been Whiplash,
Imitation-
even though Whiplash should have been in best original. That was bullshit.
Adapted from what, though?
Its own short film.
Oh.
It was a short film to
Isn't
raise
it-
money for it. It should have been
The
an
only
original
reason they made the
screenplay,
short
whatever.
film, though, was so that they could make
Exactly.
the film.
It should have been an
so-
original
Did you
screenplay.
see an Imitation Game?
I did not,
That's the
unfortunately.
Cumberbatch one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't finish it, but it was great.
No.
From
Well,
what I saw,
I
it's
think
fantastic.
the fact that you didn't finish it probably says it's not.
I mean, I was almost to the. I literally
It's pretty
like,
good. I couldn't sit through that whole piece of shit, though.
I had like minutes left, and I just was unable to finish
You're
it.
like,
Okay.
I know this
Alright,
part credits. I know this part.
No, I thought it was great. I mean, the performances were great. It's just one of those movies. Original screenplay for Birdman. All these guys that wrote Birdman.
Sure.
Original
Wasn't
score.
Grand Budapest nominated too?
Yes, original
I would've
score.
given
Oh, no,
Grand
for
Bu-
screenplay,
For
yes.
screenplay, I would have done Grand Budapest.
Maybe you're right.
Personally.
Yeah, because it
Personally.
is. It just makes you. I love Grand
Yeah.
Budapest. I
I
can't
did
talk enough
not
about
see
it.
it yet.
No.
You haven't?
It's real good.
Yeah.
Do
That's
you
real
like
good.
happiness?
I love it. It's my
Then you
favorite.
should see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever felt intense happiness?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That movie is happiness when you
Okay.
want to feel happy. Original score. Speaking of Grand Budapest,
Perfect, yes.
amazing music. When I was riding my bike, that's the score I would listen to, and it's
Yep.
just fucking epic, awesome shit. And it's
Yes.
fucking beautiful when those fucking yodelers come in. It's just great shit.
There's yodelers.
Yeah, and it's
You
fucking
gotta- you
like
should watch
really
it.
great. It's just fucking great.
It's fun.
Man.
Original song goes to John Legend for Glory. From
Great. Their
Selma.
performance was great.
I heard that was a very moving performance. I
Yes.
did not see it.
We
Yes.
found out that Common's name is Lonnie.
Great. Lonnie, yeah, Lonnie Lynn.
Yeah.
He had to have been like, please, just like put Common.
Yeah,
Like,
or
don't
Lon. Why not
put-
Lon?
Don't put Lonnie.
Lonnie. All right, film editing goes to Whiplash. Great.
Yeah, cool. It's weird that Whiplash won a lot of technical awards.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miles Teller did all of the drumming. They had a
Good for
couple
him.
like people for the
And he's
the
been in
hand
things,
shots,
right?
but he recorded all the pre-recorded. Oh yeah,
He was in that 21 and Over movie I hated real
yeah.
bad.
But he was
No.
also in Spectacular Now, which he was amazing in too.
Production design, Grand Budapest. Yay, Wes Anderson, you did
Yay.
it. Sound editing goes to American Sniper. Did not see it.
I did not enjoy that movie, but we won't get into that.
Sound mixing goes to Whiplash. Perfect.
no.
Why not? Makes sense. Visual effects, Interstellar. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard a lot of it's practical.
Which is
Murph!
great. Yeah.
Which is great. And a lot of those, did you say barf?
Murph.
Oh,
Murph, yeah.
Yeah. I love the
Barf.
robots. I love those robots, and I love the projections.
Yeah, I want a TARS.
He was great.
Cinematography goes to Birdman. Costume design
Yes.
goes to Grand Budapest. Absolutely. Makeup and hairstyling goes to Grand Budapest. Live action short film. Who cares? And that's that.
That's that.
Everything else
Done.
are things we don't care about. Guys, we did it. We wrapped up the Oscars. We talked about everything we wanted to talk about. It was a long one.
Yeah.
We read literally every single. There's one more in there. Who cares? Guys, thank you so much for watching. Use the hashtag Table Talk if you want your topics on the show. And watch the Twitters for any special episodes like this.
And let us know in the comments below who you would like to see host next year.
Yes.
Right?
That'd be great.
Also, thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring us and helping us make this show. And
And for
making
giving
us
everybody
relevant.
a cool service.
Yes.
And if you're one of those people that are like, Mom, why doesn't the Oscars do movies that I watch, like Transformers 4? Watch Birdman, watch Whiplash, watch Boyhood, and understand
who
what good
says
things
that?
are.
People.
Don't worry
People
about
say
it.
that?
People
Yeah.
say that.
I
Go
don't
watch
wanna
those
live
movies.
anymore.
Go
Don't
watch
say it
those
unless you
movies.
watch the nominees,
Watch
bitches.
Grand Budapest.
Yeah, please watch Grand Budapest. Do
Yeah.
yourself a favor. I'm not
Yes.
even trying to be
And
like...
go see the Raid too, because it's really good.
There
Yes.
is no- I have
There you
no stake in you watching or not watching Grand Budapest Hotel. I just want to share.
He just wants you to be
happiness.
happy.
Happy.
I just want
want
to share happiness.
That's how selfless he is.
Please, I just want the world to be happy. I try to do it with my humor. It turns out I say bad words.
Bye, everybody.